Welcome back to Switch Markets, our picks of the week. This is week 51. We're almost done with the trading year of 2025. We've got three big markets for you to watch this week, and it's all about economic events. It's all about the Bank of Japan. It's all about the ECB and the BOE are all going to get involved and really dictate policy when it comes to things like the Japanese yen, the euro, the Great Britain pound. Those currency pairs are definitely going to be up in the air regarding probably the policy decisions that may or may not come to pass. We just don't really know. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's start out with the CAD yen. The CAD yen's going to be an interesting one. You're going to want to watch this pair later in the week. You've got the BOJ getting involved on Friday's session. You could definitely see a major pullback here if the Bank of Japan raises interest rates like they've promised. So if you get a hawkish BOJ, more than likely you'll get an opportunity potentially to test some downside support down around 111.50-ish, 111.75. That's a really strong level. Right now at press time, we're trading about 112.50. So you're about 100 pips off. Definitely an opportunity there potentially to bid this market, though late in the week. Just have to get the right type of participation, the right type of announcement from the BOJ, and that one will be hawkish. The other thing that this pair has going for itself to the downside is crude oil. Crude oil is actually coming down, challenging those yearly lows. So we have an opportunity potentially to make new yearly lows in WTI crude oil. That's going to be a drag on the CAD. And when you're looking at the CAD yen, potentially hawkish BOJ, weak crude oil prices, we could definitely see a pullback here and a fantastic support zone on the weekly chart right down there about 111.50. So definitely check that out. Euro USD. Interesting type of a dynamic here because you've got really have that daily buy signal on our 920 EMA crossover strategy. We had a daily buy back on the 1st of December, and it's been just an incredibly bullish month. The bid was probably somewhere right around 116-ish, and now we're printing about 117.50. So big time zone, big time bullish bias here. Still bullish until really proven otherwise. I would be looking for pullbacks here, though. To buy right now at 117.50, you're a little bit late to the party, but the opportunity is definitely there. Potentially to grab a pullback, maybe from 117-ish, maybe from 117 and a quarter. So the big things that are going to impact the Euro USD this week is going to be the ECB. On Thursday, they're expected to leave interest rates static, but NFP live on Tuesday. CPI live on Thursday. Those are huge economic events that will drive the U.S. dollar. So definitely beware of the volatility. Beware of these key releases if you're trading the Euro USD. Most people are trading the Euro USD. Be very, very careful. Watch your trade locations and understand when the ECB talks, the Euro USD is going to move. NFP is going to move the Euro USD. CPI is going to move the Euro USD as well. So definitely be careful there. Pullback zone, maybe right around 117, flat to 120, 117 and a quarter. Pretty darn good support zone, potentially to get long. We're not really anticipating the fundamental structure of this market to change anytime soon. As we roll into 2026, we're going to talk a lot more about our projections for the year ahead. But more than likely, the dollar probably not going to be in a position to gain on the euro as we roll into the new year. We'll talk about that more on our daily live streams. Euro, Great Britain pound. This is interesting because you've got the BOE is supposed to cut interest rates. The ECB is supposed to leave them exactly where they are. Well, what do you have right here? You've got a channel. I mean, that is just a very, very strong channel. What you've got on a daily time frame is just sort of I would just call it a game of ricochet. You go up here to your upper trend line, you rotate back down. When you test the lower trend line, you rotate back up. Slight bullish bias here, I would say, but it's going to be all about the central banks. So interesting way to sort of look at channels. Really a strong channel. So you've got resistance here to the top side. You've got support down here to the downside. This is an easy one. You can draw it on your own charts. But the Fibonacci retracement sequence, you can actually combine that with that lower trend line. And once again, you've got a pretty robust support zone. And it's right down there, right around 87.64, 87.65. So that's a good look at week 51. We have one trading week left in the trading year. It's been a great year in a lot of ways. It's been a challenging year in other ways. Those are our three big markets, the CAD yen, the Euro USD, and the Euro Great Britain pound. If you're trading, be sure to check out all the action over at switchmarkets.com. You've got low commissions, tight spreads, and everything you need to get involved with the markets from a position of strength. All right, we'll see you on our next live stream. Trade the action well, and we'll talk soon.